Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to my Sunday morning chat conscious eating, conscious living. And thank you for joining me. And today's little chat is on asparagus. And I thought I would share some information on asparagus and what I've been learning from Anthony William, the medical medium. And I encourage you to have a listen and add some to your daily routine. Some of you may already just love asparagus. I know I do, and our friends do. And so let's just hop right in. This is Sunday, February the 12th, 2023, and a great time to be alive. Grateful for my health, my family, my friends, and just so grateful for the food that I can go and pick up. You know, I went shopping yesterday and I picked up some fresh asparagus. And sometimes you're just going to bite the bullet when it's expensive. It's come a long way. It's not season for asparagus where I live in the Pacific coast. The asparagus is coming. I have it in different parts of my garden, and yeah, so I'm grateful to be able to go and pick it up at the local supermarket. So, what is it about this amazing asparagus? Well, it's a herbaceous perennial plant and has been grown as a vegetable for 5,000 years. First grown in the Mediterranean region, throughout North Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. Now you can grow it um, most places. And when it's not harvested, it can grow to 150 centimeters, which is 40 to 60 inches tall. So that's almost 5 feet. Egyptians used asparagus spears as gifts for the gods. They found pictures of asparagus in tombs, and that's how we know. Greeks and Romans enjoyed the sweet flavors of asparagus, and they considered it a delicacy. The Greeks harvested wild asparagus, but the Romans developed gardening techniques to maximize production, of course. And in England, it was once known as sparage. There's three colors to asparagus. There's green, purple, and white. And the white variety is just the green that is grown covered, protected from the sun, so that there's no chlorophyll activated by the sun. I'm not sure about the nutritional benefit of the white asparagus, if that's the same, because we know that the chlorophyll is actually a healthy benefit for us. Or is that just something people like white asparagus for a different look? And so, uh, asparagus, it was actually known for its medicinal properties long before it was considered a food. The Greek physicians reported on its capacity to relieve inflammation of the stomach, relax the bowels, make urine, and help the weak. Today, asparagus is esteemed for being rich in vitamins, folic acid, vitamin C and A, minerals such as potassium, calcium, iron, magnesium, selenium, zinc, silica, and dietary fiber. Its high vitamin B component helps us during times of stress because um, on a regular basis, we need a lot of vitamin B and B12. So I encourage you to find out a little more information about the B12 and try adding some to your vitamin protocol. Asparagus contains phytochemical compounds such as chlorophyll and lutein that act as an organ cleanser. They find their way deep into the liver, spleen, pancreas, and the kidneys, and they help scrub out the toxins lodged in those organs. And they also assist a bit with heavy metal detox by bonding to amino acids such as glutamine, threonine, and serine. It also has the ability to repel new toxins from taking up residence in different organs. Asparagus also helps in alkalizing the body by flushing out unproductive acids. And when we are more alkaline, we are in a healthier state. Many conditions that Anthony suggests adding asparagus to your life if you have some of the following, and this is just a short list: MS, Parkinson's, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, different cancers, migraines, Epstein-Barr virus, acne, heavy metal toxicity, infertility, and many more. And some of the symptoms you might have that he suggests you add asparagus with twitches and tingles, buzzing in the ears, weight issues, loss of energy, muscle stiffness or spasms, and many more. And that's on page 129 of his book, Life Changing Foods. Emotional support from asparagus. Asparagus is a very helpful food if you struggle with shyness, self consciousness, concern over what others think of you, fear of breaking out of your shell and exposing yourself, or dread of venturing out in the public. If you truly need help in these areas, as opposed to if you're just a natural introvert who is quite comfortable with who you are, despite others' misguided opinions that you should act more like an extrovert, asparagus will come to your aid and give you the confidence to rise up and claim your place in the world, just like how asparagus rises up out of the soil in the spring. And it's announcing, I'm here with full confidence. So take that in and try some. See how that works for you. The spiritual lesson. This is from Anthony and the Spirit of Compassion. When we harvest asparagus, it's really just a sprout on its way to becoming a much larger plant. If we were to let asparagus fern out and go to seed, it would become woody and inedible. Over time, humans have learned to recognize when a spear of asparagus is at its peak for consumption. And it's a lesson that transfers to our own lives. Sometimes people push circumstances too far, aiming for more and more growth, trying to see something through to the bitter end. We don't always have to let a full circle play out. We can learn to recognize when a project, meeting, or conversation has reached its best moment and to gracefully end it at that point, harnessing the power of that peak time for the best ultimate outcome. I just love that comparison. Now, picking the best asparagus. Well, the best would be from your own garden. The second best is from the grocery store. And the thicker stalks apparently tend to be more nutritious, but don't ignore the skinny ones because they have the minerals and vitamins in them as well. Try juicing some asparagus with some celery or cucumber, and it's a great way to get the full benefits of the asparagus. Now, I've got a recipe here for asparagus soup. And so I'll just list the ingredients and I'll see if I can copy paste that onto the Facebook page so you can read it as well as listening to it. So basically, you've got asparagus, yellow onion, you've got garlic, poultry seasoning, bit of sea salt, and some olive oil, and almonds in it, and black pepper to taste. So basically, you cook the asparagus, the yellow onion, and the garlic, add your water, and bring to a simmer. So you steam the asparagus, drain off the water, the excess water, and transfer to a blender. And then add all the other remaining ingredients and blend until smooth. Allow the steam to escape, especially when you're using the hot food, the hot liquid. You don't want to burn yourself. And you can also use an immersion blender. Just be very careful when it's super hot. So those are the two recipes. And then there's another recipe that I've got. I haven't tried it yet, but it sounds yummy. And it comes from the Brain Saver Protocol Cleanses and Recipes book. And these two books are about our most complex organ, our brain. And it dives deep into why people all over the world are suffering with mental health and brain related symptoms and conditions. And the Brain Saver book unveils the why behind more than 100 brain and nervous related symptoms, diseases, and disorders. I highly recommend you get them both because they're actually one book that Anthony had to split into two because they are so long, full of really, really good information. So that's the recipe, and I'll put the other recipes. I haven't got the ingredients here, but there's recipes on arugula, potato, asparagus salad, which looks really, really yummy, and also a asparagus spinach dip. So I will put those links below in the Facebook page, and I welcome your ideas, suggestions, how you've used asparagus, maybe some of your favorite recipes, and let's just share and be healthy as much as we can. And we can because we can heal. Our body has the capacity to heal itself. That's our divine design. And we are these authentic beings, and we can. Our body, I mean, it's evolved over the eons of time, but we can, and it is meant to heal. And nowadays, we've got so many toxins in the air and the water and the food. The soil is contaminated with so many different things. And you look at all the products that we buy, the processed food, and not just all the chemicals that we're putting into our homes with our children, grandchildren. What are we actually doing? Are we keeping ourselves healthy or are we injuring ourselves even more? And I think it's more the latter. But we, as conscious eaters and conscious living beings, can make a choice. And as we choose healthier food, healthier products, then we are assisting the earth to be healthier. And not just for us, but generations to come. We've got some cleaning up to do, folks. And I thank you for listening and playing your part in looking after our earth. It is our home, away from home. So, a couple of cards today. I haven't had them for a while, or wisdom cards. And let's see if we've got a green. Let's pick a green one for the asparagus. And this one says, I have compassion for myself. Indeed. And we need to have compassion for ourselves because, we've kind of got ourselves into a pickle, a bit of a mess with choices that we've allowed others to make for us. And I'm specifically the pharmaceutical and the food and drug industry who have shareholders that they are getting to. And you need to be looking after you and your family. And our magnificence cards, and it says, let's see, I am a dream unfolding. I am a dream unfolding. Every day I get closer to the person I want to be. So, there we go. So, think about that. Your dreams unfolding. All right. So, have a wonderful day, everyone. Namaste. I am going to continue cleaning up my kitchen, removing foods and other things that I've had too long, and I need to clean them up and get them into the compost or someplace. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Blessings of love to you and your families. Until we meet again, thank you.